Well, welcome to Business Profit Acceleration Group Coaching. Today's topic is going to be tracking metrics, critical performance indicators. But before we do that, I love to share the tip of the day. And the tip of the day today is particularly fun because I did some research yesterday from two of my favorite people on the planet. One is Tony Robbins, and the other is Tim Ferriss. Anybody familiar with those guys?
Tony.
So yeah, Tim Ferriss wrote a book, several books, and he has a great podcast. If you're traveling and you want to listen to some great interviews that are edgy and very effective, Tim Ferriss, Ferriss. He's most famous for his book, The 4-Hour Workweek. I think if we can get to 20, that's great, but it's a great book, great read. His other book that I have, and I've not completely gone through, is called Tools of Titans. And that's where he interviews, he's interviewed probably, hundreds of people, some of the top performers, top successful people around the world in all different areas of business and life. And it just takes their hacks. So this is a great hack for all of us. And Venice, you were saying, I can't remember the word you used. You woke up funky the other day. But sometimes going back to sleep or taking a nap can help. But here's another tool. So if you wake up grumpy, wake up on the wrong side of the bed, jump back in bed and get up on the other side. No. The solution is 5MJ. What does that stand for? 5-minute journal or a 5-minute meditation. And really just turning off your brain, allowing a connection with spirit, breathing, relaxing. And people make this too difficult. You don't have to sit in a lotus position for an hour and get up and your legs are numb. You can do this in 5 minutes. And what I loved is he shared Tony Robbins tips for the 5-minute journal, or you can do the 5-minute thought exercise, but writing is more powerful. So take that 5 minutes and cover these 3 questions. What am I grateful for? And it can be grateful for something that happened the previous day. It could be, if you're really grumpy, it could be, I'm grateful for breathing. I'm grateful my heart's beating. I'm grateful I had a bed to wake up in. Or it can be more. And don't do the same thing every day. Something new to be grateful for. And you can repeat things if you're truly grateful for them. And then the second one, what would make today great? And there's things, people, events, but I would say mostly thoughts. What can you control? You can control your thoughts, your actions, your points of view. What would make today great? You know what made today great? I got up at 5:30 this morning and I was psyched about the group coaching today. And I got everything done. I got the slides done yesterday. I was able to even have time to think about what was I going to say, how was I going to say it, and even go for a little walk and just get energetically prepared for this. So, what will make your day great? And then affirmations, things, areas of life where you want improvement, or maybe you're already really good, but you have this negative self-talk. So affirmations are, I am worthy of unconditional love, or I am a great business coach. I'm great at caring about other people. So you don't have to go on and on and on. Just 5 minutes, and this will reset your day. So that's the tip of the day. Any questions on that? Comments? All right. Corinne, what was that?
I said, thank you.
You're very welcome. Isn't that fun? All right. I know you guys love numbers and metrics, so no, none of us really love this stuff, but I will tell you, this slide right here will put you in the top, out of 20 businesses, it'll put you in the top 1 business. There are very few businesses that do this on a monthly basis. So what we want to do is we want to review your goals. You know, what's the monthly income? What's the annual income? How did that break down in your revenue model? And we're going to just start with the basics. But I will tell you that 19 out of 20 businesses do not even do the basics on a monthly basis. If you look at this chart, it's based on sales volume in units, but what you want on your x-axis is months. So January, February, March, April. And then you want 4 things. Many people look at their bank account. So that would be cash on hand. And if they're really good, they look at their gross income. So gross income and bank account kind of tells you, are things going up or are they going down? But these 4 variables will give you key measurements that are basic, but it'll also allow you to make decisions and be nimble in your business based on fluctuations that you see in this chart. So gross income, you know, what's the total amount of income that came in that month? And then you want to have your expenses broken up into 2 things, fixed expenses and variable expenses. So fixed expenses, it doesn't mean it's a fixed number every month. It might be, like your insurance premium might be a fixed number every month. A software subscription might be a fixed fee, or group coaching is a fixed fee. So those are fixed expenses. But something like utilities, that might vary, but it's still a fixed expense. The definition to help you between a fixed expense and a variable expense is variable expenses increase as your sales increase. And usually that applies to products, widgets, units. But if you have team working for you, then your variable expenses would be payroll, workers' comp, etc. If you're hiring them out at billable hours greater than what you're paying them. And then you take your gross income minus your fixed and variable expenses, and that gives you your profit. So we should all be doing this. And QuickBooks has the ability to make custom reports once you identify which expenses are which. And then you can set up an automatic plot every month. And Corinne can help you with that if you need help. Any questions or comments on this slide?
Well, it's so simple and basic. Yeah.
But Ken, how many business owners do you know that do this?
Oh, I sure don't.
It's part of my.
I look at the bank account and see what I got to spend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy if I just get things entered and coded on a monthly basis. So yeah, this is the next step for me as well. I'll be honest with you guys. All right, fantastic. And then the next segment is, these are related to your marketing plan and your action plan. And I put this sales KPI, that's key performance indicators. You could use CPI for critical performance indicators. But again, review your goals and your action plan and your marketing plan. And what is it that you want to do, daily or weekly? Monthly, for these kind of things, monthly doesn't work unless it's like you're doing a newspaper ad once a month. Then you would track that on your marketing calendar. But like calls, how many leads did you get? What's your conversion ratio? What was your sales, and for which products or services? How many emails did you send? So whatever it is for your business that's on your marketing plan, your tactics that we talked about, what are the things, and you know what the thing to measure is the thing that you know you need to do to build your business that you're not doing. I'll repeat that. There are things that we all know that we should be doing or should be doing more of that we're not doing, or we're not doing enough of. And those have to be on our critical performance indicators. And there's different philosophies. You can say, gosh, I want to make 10 calls a day, 5 days a week. So that's 50 calls a week, 200 calls a month. So you might start with that, and maybe some days you do 3, some days you do 7, some days you do 12. So sometimes people set goals like that. One thing, you guys have heard me say Nike's slogan should be just start it, not just do it.
Yeah.
So it might be helpful to say, I'm going to send 3 emails a day, or I'm going to send at least 3 emails a day. And then I'm going to make 3 phone calls a day. So, even if you only have 15 minutes of spare time in a day, you can still reach your daily metrics. And that doesn't mean you can't do more. And by measuring, you'll do more. The number one weight loss tool is a food and drink journal. Food, drink, snack, candy, ice cream journal. And the reason that's the number one effective tool for dieting is because we don't want to write down Snicker bar when we know we shouldn't be eating a Snicker bar, or whatever your favorite treat is. That's one of mine. And by measuring it, by writing it down, you actually change your behaviors and your habits. And recently, I really wanted to get moving on doing more videos. So I have a client and friend who also needed to do more videos for SEO purposes. And we just made a pact to be accountability partners. And I said, I'm going to do a video a day for 2 weeks. And oftentimes just starting, getting the habit, and then measuring is the key. And he, I think, did 1 video in 2 weeks, and I did probably 8. But so I didn't quite reach the total goal, but it was a huge improvement over 0 for the last 3 months. So just an example.